Mr. B, I'm going to break your face with my nunchucks. Mr. B, I am going to break your face with my nunchucks. That is what we're going to talk about. I'm going to share a story with you. I was working for another security company as a security supervisor. We had one individual who was a little strange. When you're talking to him, he's completely spaced out. He's not making sense, right? You could be in the middle of talking about um, the building's on fire. He would turn around and start talking about cats, just stuff like that. That type. It was a crazy person. So anyway, when I do my site inspections, constantly out of uniform, constantly sleeping, right? He was caught one time indulging with himself on the clock. So at any rate, there was a period where I just didn't go to that site anymore when he was there because I knew he's a wacko. But it just so happens that one time I was there, I said, "Screw it. If this guy's a crazy man, he's a crazy man. There's nothing that we could do to fix it. I got to do a job. I'm a supervisor." So go to the site. Obviously, he's there, out of uniform, talking to himself. And I go, "Dude, look, you know how many times I others caught you out of uniform?" I said, "We have to do something about this because this cannot continue to go on." And he jumps out of the chair and puffs up his chest. And he says something like, what the hell did he say? Just something crazy. Like, it was like, "You want to go around the clock with me?" Or something like that. That might be it exactly. And I'm like, dude, easy does it. Take a step back. "Oh, you want to come over here and you want to take this and you want to take that from me?" He's like, "You don't have the right. My ancestors said this, and I have the right to this and that and every other thing. And right, you can go around the corner and then come back around the corner, and I'd still be here." I'm like, dude, calm down. Take it easy. Let's focus on the task at hand here. That's talking to you about being out of uniform. So the guy goes to reach down to his bag, and obviously I'm armed. I'm getting ready. So he reaches down and he pulls out a set of nunchucks. I'm not even lying. I didn't tell you though that this guy is a martial arts person. He is a black belt. Very good at the nunchucks based on videos that we've seen online. That's why a lot of people don't like to mess around with this guy. Plus he's unstable. So anyway, he takes the nunchucks and he just flicks it. And I go, "Dude, are you threatening me?" And he starts spinning them. Shoo, 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 shoo. Not There was at least 10 feet between us. And I'm like, "Put those nunchucks up. You're not supposed to have weapons at work." So, anyways, he goes, "Haja!" Like that. And I go, I take a step back. I said, "I'm leaving." And as I'm leaving, he goes, "If you come around here again, I'm going to break your face." True story. He goes, "I'm going to break your face." I went to the car. I was like, "I'm not shooting this guy with no nunchucks. I'll be in jail." But I probably could disarm him anyway, but by the time you would inflict any real harm. But at any rate, I go to the car and I'm like, "Look, I need to document because this guy, right?" He said, "No." He said, "The next time that I come there, he's going to break my face." So I say, "You know what? I'm calling the police." I leave the scene. I go call the cops. I say, "Hey, look, meet me over here." Da 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 da. Right? It was somewhere in a side parking lot close to the site. And I tell the trooper, like, This guy is crazy. Don't go there alone. I'm telling you, do not go there alone. Have a backup with you if you're going to talk to him. So I tell the trooper the story. Trooper's like, wow, this guy, da 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 da. And so anyway, they wait for a backup car. It might have been a local who went with them. And they go talk to the guy. Now he's completely back to normal. Literally. They come back over to me. They're like, "What? Are you sure you got the same guy?" I said, "Yeah, I got the same guy. You think I'm going to forget something like that?" So they go, "Look, what do you want done? Because what he did is technically menacing." I said, "Look, if we get this guy locked up, he's just going to get let back out. It's New York State. Come on, man." Right? So I said, let him know what time it is. And then if he does that again, I will be pressing charges or worse. So they go back over, talk to the guy, blah, 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 blah. They come back over to me. They say, hey, look, just avoid him. It'll be on file. Something does happen. But for now, just de-escalate and, de-escalate for the night. And I'm like, okay, how about the nunchucks? Oh, well, we really can't do anything about it. And I was like, okay, fine. Take care. So as time went on, I found myself in the same city. And I said, I'm going to do a site inspection. He was scheduled to be at work. No, it was the next day. And so I show up. Nobody's there. No sign-in, no nothing. Literally hours into the shift, 4 or 5 hours into the shift, at a place that's supposed to be on fire watch. When a place is on fire watch, it means somebody has to be on site 24 hours, and they're patrolling while the fire alarm sprinkler system is offline. This other company didn't really seem to care that much because they're like, hey, it's a weekend. The client's not going to know we don't have security there. So anyway, I'm forced to call this guy. Hey, look, I almost said his name by accident, but I know he's still around. And I don't want to slip up and say that because I don't want to have to get into a confrontation. So anyway, I call this guy. Hey, look. Hey, I'm trying to be nice. Hey, this is a security supervisor. I'm over at the site. You're not here. Well, is there a reason that you're not here? I mean, did you go out and get something and come right back? The guy immediately, I told you I would break your face. Don't call me again. I quit. Click. And that was the end of him.